Clock in, clock in. Black Goddess just walked in.
Hey, tryna play with me, they don't know no better. Me and God go together, just like salt and pepper. He be quick to pull up for me, I'm talking about any weather. All I did was say a prayer, now my problem settled. And your partner say he rhyme, but he really lying. Real, they the reason people dying, people's mamas crying. Real, you ain't wanna do the time, why you did the crime? On my life, you go to Christ and you gon' be just fine.
Team like got a stun up, man. Yo? Nah, who else ain't know that Dababy and Stunna 4 Vegas fell out? I was wondering why. I seen Dababy, like, bro just really been sticking to himself. And I remember him going through a lot of other stuff with his other artists prior to falling out with Stunna 4 Vegas, allegedly. I guess it ain't a legend no more because it's a fact that they don't mess with each other, bro. And I just really ain't been seeing Stunna 4 Vegas at all. I don't even know if he got the baby chain still, you hear me? But y'all let me know in the comments if y'all already knew they fell out. But if you didn't, now you know. And this a video right here explaining why Dababy abandoned Stunna 4 Vegas.
Back in 2019, when Dababy exploded into the mainstream, you couldn't help but also notice this other artist who is always seen with him. Labeled by many as Dababy's sidekick, it's almost impossible to find a Dababy concert, TV performance, or interview from 2019 where he's not beside fellow North Carolina rapper Stunna 4 Vegas.
Oh, we just the hottest two ever.
There you go.
That's what's up.
That too.
However, after actually signing to Dababy under his $1 billion Baby record label, attaching himself to one of the hottest rappers at the time, it wasn't long before this decision came back to bite him, because following the pandemic, Stunna was never able to regain anywhere close to that same success. But what really happened between the two? Although some fans believe that Stunna 4 Vegas actually retired from rapping after splitting from Dababy's label, and is instead now entirely focused on his AAU basketball team, in this video we reveal the truth behind why Stunna's music career went downhill so fast.
Boy, you ain't too good at basketball, boy. What the hell you posted that for like you made the shot? Boy, you missed.
In this video we reveal the truth behind why
You missed bad, too.
Stunna's music career went downhill so fast.
Tired of this rap. I was tired of like being a rapper for real.
Let's go.
This past decade, we've seen countless up-and-coming artists signed to one of these rapper-owned record labels, and it turned out to be the worst decision they've ever made. And the truth is, Dababy's record label is no exception. However, let's put ourselves in the shoes of Stunna 4 Vegas for a second. Prior to him and Dababy becoming, as they claim, the hottest duo ever, born and raised in Salisbury, North Carolina, only about an hour north of Charlotte, and with no relation to the city of Vegas, as the 4 in his name stands for his area code 704, Stunna 4 Vegas began taking music seriously once he graduated high school. And from there, he didn't stop, slowly gaining attention in the local scene with multiple mixtapes and singles. Just a year later, Stunna's music would catch the eye of another buzzing Charlotte rapper, Dababy, actually through an Instagram post by a local DJ.
I was popping my shit too for sure, and Baby seen it and he liked something, but he didn't like it on my page. So whoever page he liked it on hit me up, and I said, man, tell him I'm trying to get in touch with him, and Baby responded to me just like that.
Listing some of his biggest influences as Lil Wayne, T.I., and Gucci Mane. Although Stunna had been making small strides independently, this opportunity to link with one of the hottest artists in his city was too good to pass up. Now at this point in 2018, Dababy was by no means the global superstar that he was about to soon be, but that's not to say he wasn't still a well-known name in the Carolina scene. After the two met up in person though, they not only noticed their instant chemistry together as friends, but also their chemistry in the studio as they wasted no time getting to work. "I saw raw talent," says Dababy of first meeting Stunna. "I could tell without having anything that he still walked and talked like a star."
He hard, man. That little nigga a star. Yeah. You know what I mean? He did what a star gonna do. Yeah. You know, I led him in the right direction.
Working with Dababy was, as Stunna said, an opportunity that changed his entire life. However, as we'll see in a second, Stunna 4 Vegas has since moved on from that lavish lifestyle that Dababy provided. Literally the day after connecting on Instagram in September of 2018, the two recorded their first song together, titled Animal, with a verse from Dababy that Stunna paid for, which, thanks to Dababy also posting the track on his own YouTube channel, is still one of Stunna's most popular songs. But to follow up Animal, then came the track 4 Times on Dababy's Blank Blank mixtape 2 months later, a project that Stunna 4 Vegas was the only feature on. Clearly, Dababy and Stunna were really hitting it off, and fans were loving the music they were dropping together. So, in late 2018, Dababy made the decision to actually sign Stunna 4 Vegas to his new record label $1 Billion Baby Entertainment, joining a roster of artists including K Kilo, Wisdom, and this guy Rich.
This the dude he fell out with right here. I forgot what happened backstage, but something happened. Let me know if y'all remember what happened with this artist and what his name is, man. But out of all these artists, which one of them is still signed with Dababy? And do y'all feel like the pandemic really messed up a lot of situations for people, bro? Cause like it was a lot of people that were kind of blowing up during the pandemic and then just forgot about them low key.
Dunk with the crazy hair.
I got an independent label, $1 Billion Baby Entertainment. Like he the LeBron James of that. Like, you know.
Okay, so you signed him to your label, basically? Okay, that's what's up.
It's never been done before like this, recalls Stunna of signing to Dababy. You see other rappers and other labels with the jewelry and clothes with the tape that blew up like 3 years ago. Now, all they are is fresh on Instagram. 3 years from now, me and Baby will still be the hottest rappers in the game. Stunna believed that signing to Dababy was the best choice for his career and his dream of becoming a star. However, although here in 2024 he has since split and is a fully independent artist now dropping under 3 million monthly listeners, judging from Stunna and Dababy's success in 2019, you would have never guessed. While Dababy's Blank Blank mixtape continued his momentum, it wasn't until March of 2019 that he would explode straight into the mainstream, all thanks to his debut album. One look at the now platinum Baby on Baby tracklist and you'll notice that with only 4 features on the 13 total songs, back when this album dropped, Rich the Kid, Offset, and Rich Homie Quan were all mainstream names that the majority of people had heard before. But not this other guy, Stunna for Vegas, on the track Joggers. However, thanks to the duo's energy, charisma, personality, and of course musical talent, combined with the two beginning to play shows together all over the world, often at multiple venues in a single day, as Dababy continued to blow up, he was also heavily pushing his new artist Stunna for Vegas, bringing him with him everywhere. And again, fans were loving it.
And then when me and Baby came, man, that's all you heard.
Along with the fact that his debut album was filled with hits such as Suge, Goin' Baby, Pony, Walker Texas Ranger, Best Friend, and Babysitter with Offset to name a few, another big reason that Baby on Baby blew up so much in the mainstream was due to Dababy's new record deal with Interscope. But while it was announced in January of 2019 that Dababy had signed to Interscope Records in a joint partnership with his own label, Dababy also made it clear that his artist Stunna for Vegas was part of the deal as well.
Like, I got a deal that Stunna for Vegas wasn't supposed to get, but Baby stood on that. This little nigga a star, so if y'all, you feel me? Like, I got the same deal as Baby. Baby was basically telling Interscope, like, nah.
Stunna for Vegas would officially ink his joint record deal with Interscope in May of 2019, and along with his new contract came his debut album Big 4 Times, featuring more mainstream names with the help of his new labels such as Offset, Lil Durk, NLE Choppa, Young Nudy, and of course 2 songs with his good friend. The year of 2019 would just keep getting better and better for Stunna and Dababy. In addition to his second studio album Kirk in September becoming his first project to ever reach #1 on Billboard.
I'm trying to figure out where did things go bad and how did Dababy abandon Stunna for Vegas? Because so far, what I've been seeing is Dababy did everything in his power to turn Stunna for Vegas to a star. He was telling everybody Stunna was a star before he actually really was. You feel me? He even got him the same deal he got. How the hell did he abandon him? He put that boy on.
Which included another Stunna for Vegas feature on the song Really, not to mention Dababy's features on massive mainstream hits with Post Malone, Lil Nas X, and one of his best verses ever on J. Cole's Under the Sun. Dababy's 2019 run was honestly insane.
Before COVID, I was already getting 400,000. A show 300,000. I definitely got some 400,000. I was getting 300,000 consistently though, 250, 300.
Combined with creative and unique music videos through the Real Goats production team, the two were constantly going viral for the right reasons. However, while from Stunna's perspective, signing with arguably the hottest artist out proved to be a pivotal moment catapulting him into the industry, just a year later in 2020 though, everything was about to change. If the beginning of 2020 was anything to judge, it was looking to be another huge year for Stunna for Vegas. Led by the project single Up the Smoke with Offset raking in over 100 million streams on Spotify alone, Stunna would release his second album Rich Youngin' in January of 2020, his highest charting project to date. With all of this momentum, just a month later then in February he would land a feature on Polo G's track Go Stupid alongside NLE Choppa, Stunna's most streamed song ever released. Again, things were starting off great. However, then came March of 2020, and as we all know, the COVID pandemic. Not only would COVID shut down the entire world, but it also put an abrupt stop to Dababy and Stunna's concerts they had been playing basically every night. And although these live shows were definitely huge for their growth, the lockdown could not stop Dababy though from continuing to release music, actually going on to land his biggest 5-time platinum and first #1 hit Rockstar with Roddy Ricch on his Blame It On Baby album in April. Meanwhile, Stunna for Vegas, who was featured twice on the album's deluxe in August, would a month later find himself in some drama. After rumors that he got his chain snatched in Atlanta began as someone posted a video online in possession of Stunna's ice. Since, as we know, this can be terrible for a rapper's reputation, Stunna was extremely fast to deny these claims.
You went in the car and you stole them. We're trying to get them chains. You can keep everything else you found in the whip. We want the chains.
Stunna claimed that the robber stole his jewelry out of his car instead of off his neck. But regardless, this whole incident was just a sign of what was to come in the months ahead. Stunna for Vegas released his third album, Welcome to For Vegas, in November of 2020, but despite another feature from label boss Dababy, compared to his previous work, this album flopped, becoming Stunna's first project to not even chart on Billboard at all. And then came 2021. Fresh off of one of the biggest songs of the year, his levitating remix with Dua Lipa, something Dababy would say during his 2021 Rolling Loud performance in Miami was about to change everything.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases. Then 2-3 weeks, put a cell phone like that. Fellas, if you ain't sucking in the parking lot, put your cell phone like that.
Let's be real about this shit.
Oh yeah, that boy was talking crazy right there, boy. That moment right there had Dababy scared. He went on internet apologizing to everybody. I'm sorry to everybody who's sick. I'm sorry to everybody who was probably giving top in the parking lot. I apologize. I actually like gay people. They still wasn't fucking with him after that. He tripping.
Following these homophobic comments at Rolling Loud, Dababy's career was never the same. At a time when internet cancel culture was arguably at its peak, we started seeing Dababy quickly get dropped from these festivals and brands left and right, clearly making a dent in his public reputation. However, as I mentioned in my video about why these rapper-owned record labels always fail, one of the biggest problems when you sign to another artist is that your career is now also affected by what happens to them, even if it's very negative, such as getting canceled like Dababy did once he doubled down on his comments.
And he just kept making mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. Honestly, I thought this would have happened a long time ago.
Yeah.
But due to all this controversy, neither Dababy nor Stunna for Vegas would release an album in 2021. And for a rapper like Stunna, who was already in need of another big song, this would prove to be a costly mistake. Stunna finally returned in May of 2022 with his fourth album, Ray Ray's Son, but by this point it was too late. Despite another Dababy collab on the Deluxe with a DA Got That Dope beat, which would have likely been a hit had it dropped 3 years ago, this project would again fail to even chart. And as it now turns out, not only would Standoff be the last Stunna for Vegas and Dababy song we've heard as of this video, but this album would go down as Stunna's last release while signed to Dababy and his record label. So what actually happened behind the scenes? If there's one thing fans need to know about Stunna for Vegas, it's that he's never cared about clout or the antics that come with the music industry. With that being said, although many fans believe that he was dropped from his label after his music kept flopping, Stunna has since clarified that he actually asked to be released himself.
You think, man, my label ain't dropped me. I asked to be out, you dumb. Just look at my house, goofy.
Now, you might be wondering, why would Stunna give up this great record deal that rappers all around the world would do anything to have? But it all stems back to his personal life. Following the pandemic, Stunna for Vegas moved to Houston, where he not only met his girl and fell in love, but also announced in May of 2023 that he was having his first kid. "I tightened up for you. I turned all this shit around for you. I love you so much," Stunna posted. "I appreciate you and your mama for changing my life right on time."
I did come to Houston. I found love in Houston, man. I found peace in Houston. I came to Houston and started thinking way different. I stopped doing a lot of shit I was doing. I just like grew up for real.
After moving to Houston, Stunna credits not only his new baby for turning his life around, but also AAU basketball. One day while at his 24-hour fitness gym, a local AAU team was practicing on the courts. And once the players noticed Stunna and introduced themselves, Stunna basically took over the team as their new owner.
What I wanted when I was playing AAU, like, I knew what shoes them boys gonna want to play in. Like, you feel me? I know what jerseys they gonna want to play in. I know what tournaments they gonna want to play in. But just come with me. Y'all ain't gotta pay me or nothing. Y'all just gotta come hoop.
As a huge basketball fan his entire life and now wanting to be a positive role model for young kids, dreams of venturing into the business side of sports combined with simply his loss of passion for making new rap music would all lead to Stunna asking to be released from Dababy's label and Interscope Records.
Hey, yeah, I lost my passion, and that probably like led me to getting discouraged. I was happy because I was knowing that, I'm about to start these ventures that I knew I was planning the whole time, trying to get out. It wasn't even no rap, though. It was literally like all AAU shit, like I said. That's when I was like, I'm about to chill.
But along with now managing an AAU basketball team and even hosting AAU showcases in Houston, after realizing that he would have to totally give up music and possibly have to go to college in order to really succeed as a professional sports agent, Stunna decided to just continue releasing music to his core fanbase, this time on his own terms. Partnering with a Tampa-based distribution company, STB Entertainment, Stunna would make his return and drop his 5th album, Forever, in February of 2024. However, unless you're a huge fan, the rest of us had no idea this even released, and obviously did not chart. As his first album ever with no feature from Dababy, although other billion-dollar baby artists such as K-Kilo have publicly called out Dababy for the way they were managed and promoted while signed under him, Stunna has since said that there is no bad blood and that he simply grew apart from Dababy over time.
We ain't even fall out about shit, you feel me, like, at all.
Okay, so
Niggas just parted ways, bro.
Parted ways
grow away from each other. It wasn't nothing crazy.
Like, what's your relationship with Dababy now? Like, do y'all talk or you don't talk no more?
No, we don't really talk too much.
On one hand, it's sad to see just how fast the once unstoppable duo of Dababy and Stunna for Vegas has broke apart. And the truth is, as Dababy's career has continued to slip in popularity, so has Stunna's. But at the same time, nothing good lasts forever. Now at age 28, and as he says, a grown man with responsibilities more important than rap, although he is thankful for what music has done for him, Stunna has also accepted that his peak days as an artist are behind him. However, with now a family of his own, hit songs that will live on forever, and currently doing what he loves in AAU basketball, Stunna for Vegas seems to be happy, which at the end of the day is all that really matters.
Man, I give it up to Stunna, man, and that actually wasn't a bad fall apart like people may think it was, because I honestly was like, what the hell happened to everybody Dababy used to hang with? But obviously, man, we got to realize it's just been a lot going on that really just been drawing people away from each other. Like, not on no, hostile type stuff, even though it is a lot of hostility going on, bro, and a lot of people who are a little bit too hot out here. Other than that, man, they just fell out on their own terms, bro, and just pursuing their own career. Look like Stunna pursuing his family, and Dababy still going crazy. You dig what I'm saying? But we did see it was a lot of roadblocks that slowed both of their ass down. And at least both of them picked it up and went to pushing in the direction they needed to push towards, man. I ain't gonna lie. That was a very good video we just watched. Let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments below. I will catch y'all on this one.
Bring my bread right now. Bring my money, nigga. Bring my bread right now.